Hey, folks, we are back for another episode of It's Consulting Time, where we are always bringing you a plethora of creatives, innovators, and leaders from around the globe. Purpose over popularity is our motto, and we never fail to leave you with joy, jewels, and justice. Let's chat with our special guest. Hey, guys. Today I am elated. And I'm also a little excited because I have a model, trainer, and designer all in one. She is every woman. It's all in her. And she's a designer of fitness clothes. So we're going to talk a little bit about this fitness line and the company. The company is super dope. Now, it's in all caps, guys, so you have to know it. It's SUPERAR. And so we are going to talk to this personal trainer and owner of this brand. But let's let her introduce herself.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Can I say, my name is Kedian West, otherwise known as Keds, because a lot of person cannot pronounce the name, and I'm never offended by you not knowing how to pronounce my name. I recently started a fitness line called SUPERAR Strike, and SUPERAR has a meaning behind it. The meaning behind it means to overcome, and with that overcome, that also have a meaning behind it as to how I got here. So today, we'll just chit chat and get to know more about me and what I have to offer, and just see how I can put my 2 cents together and give you guys advice in any way that you might need it.
Yes. Now, let me get this right. SUPERAR is a Spanish word, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
It is.
So let's go back. Young lady Kedian, tell us a little bit about Kedian as a child.
Kedian as a child, I'm that child that wants everything. Anything I see, I want. So if I go anywhere, I see anything, I'm like, Mom, can I have that? Dad, can I have that? I was never told no, because for them, they said while they were growing up, they never had a lot. So what they tried to do for myself, my brother, and my sister is to give us as much as they could, right? So growing up, I started playing basketball around, I think I was like 10 or 11. Got so much into the sport, loved it, everything. My dad at first, he was not into it. He's like, no, you're a girl, you shouldn't be playing basketball, you should be doing this. So of course, my dad got me into pageants. Yes, my dad got me into pageants. So I had to, like, every Saturday that I would normally use for basketball training, I had to go to a different practice. And then after he realized, like, this is not working anymore. So he's just like, you know what, do whatever you want to do. I'll support you in anything. So I was born in Jamaica. Let's put that out there. I was born in Jamaica. Yeah. So then I used to go to Toronto for clinics, because they used to have basketball clinics and so forth. And majority of my family lives in Toronto. So I basically spend most of my time in Toronto growing up. So I'd go there to play basketball. I played basketball for when I was in Jamaica also. So I played basketball all the way up until college. Then I just, like, stopped. And, you know, like, once you're active and then you stop, it's like you feel all of that pain. Every old injury you had, yeah, it's going to come rushing back. It's going to come rushing back. So I experienced that. And then while I was in college, you know, try to go to the gym here and there, whatever. It was nothing too big and or anything, but I knew what I was doing. So fast forward to, say, 2 years ago. Yeah, so 2 years ago, right before the pandemic hit, I started going to the gym more, and I started getting into it more and more and more. And then the pandemic hit, and then, all right, stop. I'm in the house. I'm trying to go on IG, trying to work out with my friend, you know, like, keep the vibe going and everything. Then I had a really bad breakup at the time, and it's just like I felt like everything just, like, went left right through the door. Everything, I felt like everything in my life at that point was, like, just falling apart. The world is already on lockdown, and then my life privately was falling apart. So the only way I could find peace in my life at that time was to go to the gym. That's the only, and nothing made sense to me than when I was in the gym. anytime I got on the treadmill, I started working out, I feel calm, I feel relaxed, I can think over anything. That's where I found peace at that time. So I started getting into it more and more and more. And of course, being consistent with going to the gym, I'm going to have a dope body. So everyone started gravitating towards me, asking me questions about this and that. How can I do this? How can I do that? So I started like trying to find out more information, trying to like attend classes and so forth. So I started getting more information. So I was able to now help persons, because even now, everyone is like, oh, you have a cute butt. Yesterday I was in the leg. This guy came up to me. He's like, hey. This guy came up to me and he's like, what's your name? I'm not trying to be rude, but can you give me some leg workout? And I was like, okay. So with that, it helped me to find myself back again, because like sometimes when you're in a relationship, you give your all to it, and then when it falls apart, it's like you can't find yourself, you don't know who you are.
Let's stop right there, guys. Listen, that's why it's consulting time, because we're not just here for entertainment. We're not just here to talk to people about their businesses. We really keep it real. Mm-hmm. We are having conscious conversations about the person behind the brand. Kedian just gave you so many coping mechanisms and so many strategies to help you find yourself. Find your passion. Don't sit and soak in it. Work on you.
There we go.
Don't get so wrapped up into somebody else that you miss out on you. Bet on you, Kedian. Girl, you just spoke to my whole soul. So I know you about to tell us about this.
It happens. It happens to all of us, because not in a million years would I ever thought that I would be in that position, because normally I'd be like, oh yeah, no, that can't happen to me. But it happens so fast and so quick that I'm like, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, who are you? Like, who are you? Like, what's the next step? Because, like you and this person are like this, and all of a sudden you're this. You don't know if you should go left or right, but being in the gym helped me to find myself. Being in the gym helped me to find a brand. So I have a lot to give to that. Within the time, it was hard, it was rough, I was crying and all of that, I was depressed. But from that grew something beautiful, and the name SUPERAR, because it means to overcome.
And you are beautiful.
And one sweat at a time. Every day I'm in the gym, I was able to overcome a lot of things. I was able to think straight. I was able to be rational about a lot of decisions that I need to make. So I mean, what can I say? Like, working out, it's not going to cure everything, but it's a part or something that you can use to help yourself.
It's refreshing. Let me tell you what's so interesting. You talked about playing sports, mm-hmm. and when you stop, people don't realize there's a reason why athletes continue to be athletic, or athletes end up going down after they're playing, because your body gets so used to all of that trauma that the trauma response, you need it. Mm-hmm. But when you stop, that's when it all sets in, just like you said. So I love the fact that you're talking about the overcome. And this brand speaks to the overcome, because you have to overcome all of the that you've had for so long. So tell us a little bit about SUPERAR Strike, the brand.
Okay, so last year, so I was in Atlanta at the time. I was in Georgia at the time. And then I was always coming to the vineyard. So I came to the vineyard last year. Yeah, I live on the vineyard now. I came to the vineyard last year. And last year when I came to the vineyard, like me and one of my friends, we were there. And I was like, I want to redo a brand. But I want it to mean something. I just don't want to like choose a name. I just don't want to throw a name out there so that person can say, hey, buy this or buy that. No, I want something to have a meaning. And with everything and, like some other stuff taking place, I was like, okay, let's just like Google. Let's just do the research. So then we came up with overcome. So I was like, no, that's just plain. It's plain. Honestly, I was thinking about Hermes. Like a lot of persons, I don't even think I pronounce it right, but a lot of times when you hear a person pronounce it's like, it's not Hermes, it's Hermes or this or that. Yeah. So I was like, oh, what's something like that? Like to have person be like, is it SUPERAR, SUPERAR? So when we started like Googling, we came across SUPERAR and it means overcome. And it was the same thing that we were looking for. And I was just like, perfect. Like I want something as that. Like when you hear the name, you're wondering like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is it?
Because I asked.
Then comes the story. Yep. That's what I wanted. So we did that. Okay. Boom. I can do a website and all of that. Got everything. Find a manufacturer. We did some research, found a manufacturer and everything. And I started like putting everything together. And one of my closest friends, who we've been friends since college, like 2010, when we just went to college. Like I was telling him about the idea, and I was like, yeah, like this is what I'm doing right now, and whatever. And he's like, are you looking for a partner? And I was like, in what? He's like, the business. So I was like, yeah, like this is someone I know, this is someone I trust, this is someone I love. So I was like, yeah, no problem. I'm looking for. So he's like, okay. So I was like, okay, boom. I already had an attorney. So I called him. We drafted up what we needed to draft up. And then in February, actually, we started like looking for space to put like a physical location to put SUPERAR. And May 20th, we actually opened our first store on the vineyard. Yes. On Martha's Vineyard. We have a store on Martha's Vineyard as Black owners. So, I mean, from that, 2 years ago, 2023, I'm all the way at 1 year ahead of everyone. 2022, here we have a physical location. We have a storefront selling our merchandise, like persons actually coming in and can feel it and not just look at it online to be like, yes, I don't really know, but to get like the feedbacks. Of course, we're going to get good feedback, bad feedback, but at the same time, it's like what you take from it. And so far we have gotten a lot of good feedback saying like the quality is great, this and that, because I want to build something. I just don't want to build something where I'm here for today. I want it to continue the generation and generation and generation after, because I've always been like that since I was a kid. I used to ask my parents, why don't you guys open a grocery store so we could have it? So I've always wanted to create that for myself and my family. Just as how you have Nike, you have Lululemon. That's exactly what I want to do. When I read and research about those brands, Lulu started in a yoga studio in Toronto, and now he owns this massive company where you have stores all over. Yes. So I want to do the same for myself as a woman, as an immigrant, as I want to be able to do that. And I want to show a person that it can be done. It can be done. It doesn't matter where you are in life. It's just where you're going and how focused you can be. And from consistency, this is how all of this is taking place right now. This is why I have a brand called SUPERAR.
From consistency, SUPERAR Strike was born. And guys, SUPERAR Strike Premium Performance affordable athletic wear is for men and women. And
for men and women.
They prioritize comfort and a healthy lifestyle. So, Kedian, look, what can we find you doing when you're not working out and when you're not working on the business?
Honestly, I'm always working. I'm always working. I'm always working. I'm always in the gym. I recently started therapy, and I was talking to my therapist, and she was like, Kedian, you need to take some time for yourself. Like you need to like relax. Like, what are you going to do this weekend to, just focus on you? For me, sometimes I feel like I don't need to sleep, which is not good. You need to sleep. Mm-hmm. You need your sleep. You need your rest. Yes. And even though I'm so focused and so driven, I have to remind myself these days that, hey, like you have to take a step back and to relax. So probably like a week or two ago, I started just like going for a drive because I'm close to the beach, the ocean. So I just go out and sit, probably just have something there with me to just relax. And I love reading, so I will bring a book with me or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and now I don't know, I always say, because I'm getting older, because I just turned 30, I'm like, oh, because I'm getting older, you know, I realize it's really good to have your
Girl,
alone time.
please. Add
It's really
6.5 years to that.
because you can be so busy that you're not even enjoying what's
Yeah.
around you.
That's it. Yep.
And sometimes we need to like just stop ourselves for a second to be like, hey, relax, just enjoy what we have around you. Because if I don't go to the gym, I feel guilty. I can say that. If I don't go to the gym, I feel guilty. But then I have to realize, like, hey, how are you going to keep going if you don't take care of yourself?
That's
Physically, mentally,
That's
emotionally. You have to. Those are the three components as it relates to like you being healthy and prioritizing your health, mentally, physically, emotionally. Those three things are very important. Like, you have to take your time. And yes, it's good to, like, for me, I set goals. I set goals every day. I have a to-do list in my phone that I go over every day. But sometimes we just need to like step back and relax, because our body needs it. I can't sleep in late. Ever since like we decided that we're gonna open the store, I haven't slept in my bed. Because I feel like if I sleep in my bed, I'm sleeping too long. So I sleep on the couch every night. I sleep on the couch because I feel like I need to get up, I need to get going, I need to keep moving. But you have to set your goal. You don't just base your goal because someone says, oh, hey, I don't sleep. Nah, sleep.
Get some rest.
Get your rest.
And I think that's, I think it's important that we talk about rest, because, a lot of times we don't realize our body heals itself when we're resting. Yes. So if you're constantly going, I've noticed that even with me, when I was going, I did not realize how tired I was until I had this surgery and was down. Mm-hmm. And it's like, girl, it feels so good to wake up at 10 and 11 o'clock in the daytime and not really realize that you slept that long. So
you need your rest. You're not going to do it every single day, but you need it. Your body needs to rest. Your body needs to recover.
Yes.
Look at any athlete that train. They have their recovering period. You have to take that time. It's good to be in the gym, and I'm not going to say don't go to the gym. It's good to be in the gym. It's good to keep moving, but it's also good to take a step back and to rest.
Take some you know what, Kedian, listen, guys, for real, she and I can go all day talking about moving around, can't sleep. You got to do it all at one time. But Kedian, what I would like for you to do before we close out, let everybody know where they can find you on social media, and let's drop the website for them.
Okay, so the website is www.superarstrike.com. The store is located at 24 Kennebec Ave, Oak Bluffs, Massachusetts. And Instagram account, my personal Instagram account is superarstrikeceo, and the store IG is SUPERAR Strike.
Yes. And guys, please make sure you check out the website. It's www.superarstrike.com. That is SUP as in Paul, ER as in robot, ARSTRIKE.com. That is www.superarstrike.com. Remember, this is an amazing premium performance, affordable athletic wear for fitness and fashion. They are prioritizing comfort and a healthy lifestyle. Kedian, take us out with some words of wisdom.
Keep going, never stop, and always believe in yourself. Even when you hit that obstacle, you hit that roadblock, the light, there's no light, it seems dark, honey, keep going. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here to give you this advice. So keep going.
Absolutely, guys. Listen, what's understood does not need to be explained. Kedian has given it all to you. She brought you joy, jewels, and justice. Guys, it has been amazing, and we'll see you soon.